Hi, my name's Fred Wheeler. Today I want to review the movie The Mummy. This story is about Nick, a soldier and thief who unearths or digs up a female mummy. And guess what? She wants his Johnson. And guess what? He has to save the world and stop her from taking over the world. We have seen this story before. We've seen mummy movies. The Brendan Fraser mummy movie did a better job than this one did, in my honest opinion. There's no real surprises, unfortunately, apart from maybe the end of this movie, where I was actually surprised. I was not expecting that ending. So that's a good thing about the movie. There are two standout characters. That is Tom Cruise playing Nick, who's got a lot of flaws. There's nothing much good about this character, and there's a lot of... They try to do a bit of character development with Nick, which is good news. Tom does a great job acting this particular part, and he does action well, and this is essentially what we get. We get a sort of a horror, comedy, action movie. That's what this essentially is, and this is what he's doing. Then there's the mummy, played by Sophie. Now, she does a reasonable job of what she's got. I like watching her do what she does. The problem is it's very hard to be scared of somebody who's as attractive and beautiful as she is. It's not difficult to be scared of somebody who looks really, really yucky and rotted and so forth, but she becomes more human, and then of course it's very, very hard to be frightened of her. The script, it's pretty poorly developed. We've seen it all before, and it doesn't really sort of enter into anything new other than the end of this movie, where they do sort of try to shake things up a bit and leaves a whole lot of unanswered questions. There are far too many scenes that explain stuff in this movie, and that was a big error in this movie. You don't explain everything in a horror movie, and this is what this should have been. How the scenes are laid out, it's very, very... It's fine. It's a big budget movie. They do what they normally do. It's pretty obvious what's going to happen. We've seen all these scenes before in previous movies, and they kind of duplicate a lot of that sort of stuff. There are a couple of scenes that sort of lead into the dark universe, like a setup for the following movies, which I think they should not have done, but they have. Special effects, very impressive special effects. Spent lots of money, did a great job with that sort of stuff. The problem is, and I don't think that helps if you actually do that sort of thing. You really need to stop doing that sort of thing, because if you do less special effects, then people don't have to try and suspend their disbelief quite so much. It's easier to believe the movie is going to be scary and that the things that are happening to people in the story are going to be problematic if they don't have a whole lot of sort of supernatural things happening. And there's too much of that in this. We get the usual sand effects with faces of sand and sand moving here, and it's more like you're dealing with somebody who's a god rather than a mummy. And music in this, look, the music's fine. I preferred the trailer music, honestly. I don't know what they did with the film when it got to the editing, but what did they do? It jumps around all over the place. We get a lot of flashbacks, a lot of exposition, a lot of explaining, middle, at the beginning, at the end, all over the place. This is supposed to be like an action, comedy, horror, and this really should have been just a straight horror movie, and they haven't done that sort of thing. Unfortunately, I think they should have, but they didn't. What I would say is that if you're going to do a movie that's going to be a retelling of the mummy story, then you want to go with build up tension. Build up that tension, scare people till they get scared and they're tired, and then release that at the end. That's how a horror movie is supposed to actually play out. They didn't do that sort of thing. Instead, we get this sort of thing, and it didn't really work out very well. The length of the movie, there's just not enough scares in this movie. It's not scary enough. Too many jump scares. Those are cheap and nasty. The movie's fine. I'll probably watch it on DVD at some point, but it's pretty average. And that's all I have to say. See you later.